For the past year, every single day we wake up thinking, what if Adnan has to go back to prison?
Adnan Syed did not discuss details of the matter pending before the state Supreme Court, but during a press conference inside his Woodlawn home on Tuesday, he did discuss the possibility that a ruling could mean he is ordered back to prison.
The hardest thing to wrap my mind around is, what if I was to go back to prison and the greatest fear that I've ever had, my mother and father passing away, and now I'm still in there.
On October 5th, the state Supreme Court is slated to take up an appeal filed by the family of victim Hae Min Lee. Young Lee, her brother, says his victim rights were violated during a lower court hearing last year in which Syed's conviction was tossed and he went home a free man. Lee's lawyers will argue for a do-over, put everything back the way it was, and hold the hearing again so Lee can participate in person. Syed claims if not for prosecutorial misconduct, we wouldn't be here at all.
The issue before the court is about an interpretation of the victim rights statute and what a victim is entitled to in terms of notice and the right to be physically present in this kind of hearing. And what is the appropriate remedy when they're not followed.
We asked University of Baltimore law professor David Jaros if the public statements made by Adnan Syed could have an impact on the matter that's pending before the High Court.
While Mr. Syed's experience is perhaps horrific and his pain is very real, it's not really relevant to the court's decision.
It's relevant in a purely technical and legal sense, Jaros says, because the justices are not robots and don't live in a vacuum. He said they're likely aware of all the case-adjacent activity that's going on in the background.
That it is going to involve very complicated political issues behind it and allegations that are going to need to be resolved if they have to revisit it.
He also said if revisiting it doesn't change the outcome is something that the court will likely consider. He also says look for the ruling when it comes to send a signal to the State House that it's time to rewrite that law. Live in the newsroom, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.